To pass kindergarten is stay outside of your bubble, which he's not right now, and back up with no physical pressure. So most people are taught to walk a horse from here. Well, that's the perfect horse in the perfect world. In the real world, if they're here, all they gotta do is have a mouse jump out on that side and you have a broke ankle, right? Mm-hmm. So what we would like to see, your arms reach is however far you can reach out and touch him. So we want that guy where I can't touch him unless I invite him in. I don't care if you feed him cookies out of your mouth or you lay him on his back and scrub his belly, but I want it to be on your terms. I don't want him to be bumping into you whenever he wants to. First off, it's setting a bad example, and he's starting to get those lines blurred. Are we or are you in charge? So you already establishing where he stands, that's already you being in charge. But then I want you walking off, stop turning, and that's what I expect to see, 2 eyes and 2 ears. Most horses get led so much, lead them, they're looking, give them a reason to pay attention to you. Hit. All right, so when you do that, about face, do it where you did it so calmly and quietly that he didn't know you were doing anything. Do it again. Okay. There you go. About face. Huh. Good. See the difference there? You turn and he's like, oh. Well, the more you do that, you don't really have to be so abrupt about it. You can just turn it. But in the beginning, like, he had no idea what that meant. So you turned and faced him and he just kept walking into your space. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for to work on that attention muscle of the horse. So much of teaching a horse is not difficult. Quite frankly, it's, hey, turn left, turn right. Hey, move your shoulder left or move it right. Hey, move your butt left, move it right. Those things aren't difficult. What makes horse training difficult is getting that undivided, having that great student that hangs off of your every word. So that's really what we're working on. One more time. Stop, turn. Nice. Asking to back up. Use the rope, wiggle it out. There we go. If he turns left, you pull right. If he goes right, you pull left. Nice. So he's backing pretty good. Now we're going to lunge him. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to put our coils in our lead hand. So if we're going left, coils are in our left hand. We're going to point him to the left. And we're going to start swinging towards that shoulder until he steps around. Now you can start pushing on his butt to get him to go forward. And you want to drive him forward and have him circle right around you. There we go. Is the idea that first grade information isn't very difficult? You know, like your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s, it's not complicated. Like, you don't got to be a brain surgeon to teach first grade. Where first grade teachers deserve a raise and a tip of the hat is they got to deal with 30 little snotty-nosed first graders. Drive, drive, drive towards his shoulder. There you go. Nice. Plant your left foot, make him go around you. There you go. So pop at his butt once you have him going sideways. We pop on the shoulder to get him going, but once he's already going, then we're going to pop him on the butt to keep him going forward. Point your left shoulder towards him a little bit more. Instead of doing this, I want you to be looking over your left shoulder at the horse. Yeah, basically he's your mirror. He gives you his left shoulder and you give him. So basically y'all are like yin and yang. There we go, exactly. Look at the difference. Now when you show him your chest, he should show you his chest. See what I mean? Now you square with him. Now do the exact opposite. You're going to send him off to the right, and he should be yin and yang. You're looking for his right shoulder, so you should show him your right shoulder. So this is what I'm looking at whenever I'm looking at the horse. I'm looking over my shoulder at them. They should be going that way. When I square up, they should square up. Two are showing them their chest all the way around, and that horse looks so confused. Like, what do you want me to do? So very quickly, there you go. Pop, pop, pop. Now pop the butt. Nice. Good. And stop. The big thing we're checking here, backing up, says, hey, do we have brakes? He said, yeah, I got brakes. You ask him to go around you, you're looking that he turns his head and neck, that he has that C shape, and that's saying, hey, do you have a steering wheel? If that horse does just like this, and you turn him and you can't get him to look at you, he doesn't have a steering wheel. He's not going to magically appear one whenever you get in the saddle. So he went around you, he looked at you. The next thing, when you're popping and cracking the saddle and doing this, doing that, the things that I'm judging before I ride a horse, when they're scared, how hard do they pull on my hand? If I go redneck skiing across here, I'm not ready to ride. And what kind of ride does the saddle go on? So maybe he gives his face, but he's clapping stirrups above his back. Well, I'm not ready to ride that horse either. the way that you fix that is you send them off and break them loose again, send them off and disengage them again, send them off and until they're not willing to do those things. Then you say, okay, you're softer and you're ready. Yeah? So from here, we're gonna start desensitizing, and what we're looking for is to get him to freeze up. So you get his face right here. You don't even look at the horse. Your shoulders are nice and relaxed and easy. You swing overhanded because it's easy to switch back and forth. And then from here, once you can do that, you're gonna throw it over his back, over his butt, and the goal is you're trying to get him to stand still. So if you go back here and he blasts off, pull his face, back him up, and you continue to do the thing that you're doing. Wave that, don't look him straight in the face, don't look like a predator. There we go. Exhale, relax your body a little bit. There we go. Don't look like you're gonna murder him. Nice, all right, swing it over his back. There you go. Wiggle it on him once it's over his back. There you go, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Nice. Over his butt. All right, you can throw it over his butt and catch it under his flanks. Keep stepping with him. Don't try to hold him still. Keep stepping to that spot. If he's going to move, you want him backing up. There you go. Step to him, back him up. There you go, back him up. Throw it over. All right, 1 second. No worries, here, let me run for a second. All right, so we're trying to do this or that. Watch how this hand stays active, and I keep sticking with him, and I keep asking him to back. Why backing? Why do we want him backing when he gets spooked? Yeah, it's the only way I can keep up with him. This horse gets to going forward. He gets to going forward, and I can't keep up with him. He backs up, we'll get him looking for that freeze. Now he's wanting to freeze. You can't hold a horse still. You can't physically hold them and get them standing in one place. Now you try. There you go. Keep stepping to him, keep stepping to him, keep getting him back up. Keep patting on that saddle, shaking that rope beside him until he wants to freeze. So this is what we call teaching the horse to freeze. There you go. Now take one step further back, go under his flanks first, and then use that momentum under to go over. There we go. Good job. She's a ninja. Awesome. Go grab your flag sticks. Who's that Palomino there?
Oh, that's Mila's horse.
Oh, okay.
She's Nick.
Are you excited? And the chestnut? Gotcha.
There's lots of jackets in the house you can put on.
There's a really fresh one up front that just got here a couple days ago.
That's fun.
Or if you get it already ground kind, I'm pretty sure I still have a grinder.
I think this rain is
Yep.
supposed to pass fast. It's showing rain for a while now.
Good job. All right, now grab the tart.
Okay, well she's at Costco, so I don't know. Okay, so, yeah, ground would probably be better just in case I can't find my grinder, but.
All right, you ready to ride? I'm gonna get you a set of reins. That's okay. Oh, I missed. There we go. So we like to start right here. If they get to acting up, we'll go one higher to get more balance. Perfect. All right, check your cinch. Your lead rope, we'll do this with it. We'll go bing, bam, boom, boom chakalaka, pata. All right, mount up. There we go. There we go. Go get it.
Yeah, girl.
Good job.
You might have to lower the stirrups.
I told you that saddle's comfy. I rode it last
All right.
time.
Just take your leg out. We're going to drop this down too. See? There you go. That's closer. There we go. All right, we're gonna flex, seam of our jean in our pocket. Nice, other side. That's not the seam of our jean in our pocket, that's our belly button. Hey, there we go. And why? Why does it matter? Because if you get this muscle memory, when things go wrong, that's where you're gonna pull to. The problem is when you pull there when a horse is bucking and running away with you, your hand gets stuck and you can't pull no more. But if you pull here, well then you can go all the way there. There you go. All right, so you got the horse flexing. Next thing you know, pull the horse's head around and then look at their butt and take your hand towards his butt. Move his butt, move his butt. Pull his face back there towards his butt. There we go, nice. Other side. Let go of that, more of that left rein. There we go. Look at his butt, look at his butt. Nice. All right, next thing, you're gonna walk this horse in a circle. When you get him nice and bent to the left, you're gonna lock your left hand into your knee. Lock your left hand into your knee right there, a little lower. There we go. Now sit back and stop him with your right hand. Left hand is stuck right there. Now asking him back with your right hand. There we go. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Lean way back over his butt. There we go. And release. Good. Ask him to turn again to the left. Look at his butt. Left hand and knee. Back in with your right hand. Lean back, heels down and forward. So he's a little bit past where we want. We really want him, let go a little bit, right there. There we go. And we're gonna ask him back like that. You want to kind of the seam of your, you want him at the point of the shoulder and the chest where they meet. If you get him over flexed, he'll just try to flex more. But if you get his head right here, lock that hand into your knee. Now with this hand, start moving this halter and get him to back. There we go, you see the difference? He can't hide from that, okay? Do that a couple more times and get him softer. Heels off, sit back, do it again. There you go. Bump, 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 bump. While you're kicking with your feet, just keep your heels down. There you go, bump, bump, bump with that rope. All right, you're thinking power, think persistence. So right there, you're moving that rein.
I'm so lost. Okay.
There we go. So you're shaking the rein a lot, but it's not creating a lot of friction so he can lay back against you. You want that when you move it, that you feel the halter making that move, making that friction. It's a little bit over flexed. Loosen up on that left side just a hair. Now,
This is what he's.
gotcha, gotcha. So you're good there. So just start moving that hand back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hold on a second. I'm gonna give you a little bit more leverage. All right, there you go. Heels down. Now asking him back with that right hand. Bump, 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 bump. There you go. He's gonna give it to you. And release. And do it again. Bump, 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 bump. Less power, more persistence. There you go. All right, so you hold that side and I'll do this side. Hold that side. All right, so we're gonna say, hey, 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 and release. So you see how light that was? Like I'm not, I know if your shoulder turns all the way this way, you are trying to give them the gnocchi, you're trying to give them that juice. It's all about the friction. There you go, just keep that going, keep that going. Don't stop, and release. And let them walk off. Turn into the left again. Sit back, take your heels off, and same thing, persistent with that right hand. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Do it again, there you go, and release. Nice, okay, do it again, circle them to the left. You're there, don't get frustrated. Lock that hand in, asking to back up with your right hand. Sit back, heels off. There we go, and release. Nice. All right, now do the same thing to the right. So in some of these things, it's kind of difficult to explain because you're explaining a feel. And a feel is a hard thing to explain, but you're trying not to use your power. There you go, keep bumping him to the right until he turns. Disengage him to the right. There we go. So before we can back him up crooked, we gotta get him turning a little bit better that way. There we go. That's it. Lock that right hand in, asking him back up. There you go. There we go, there we go. Sit back. There we go, and release. Good job. Nice. All right, so I want you to go circle around that pole. Drive them forward. Dad caught a fish? Yeah. Persistence pays. That's it, look at that pole, that's it, nice. Now you're gonna look up at the barrel and trot him over to the barrel. Straight towards it, there you go. Now look at the pole. Circle the pole. All right, look up at me. Trot down here. And you're thinking 2 reins, 2 legs. And then when you get to that pole, take a rein and a leg off of him. There we go. Get that donkey moving. That's it. He's the one to make you work for it. All right, look at that barrel down there. Drive him to the barrel. There you go. Down to the out of the arena. Nice. Look at the pole. Great. All right, go down to the far end and come back, and then you're gonna play some soccer. No. All right. Let's push the soccer ball around. There you go. You just keep pointing to it, sit back. There you go. Kiss to him, kiss to him. Kiss and kick, kiss and kick. He's about to push it. Kiss, kick, kiss, kick. Kiss with your mouth, kick with your feet. There we go, chase it. He could use some of this to get some direction. There we go. Drive it, catch it, go get it. So sometimes you got those little knucklehead colts that doesn't seem like they're being bad. It just seems like they're a clueless teenager and they don't have direction. So something like tracking steers or playing soccer will really help them understand, okay, we have a job, we have a purpose. It seems like if you give them a regular task like a lot of the other horses that they figured out, some of those colts, it's good just to buy, young lady.
Thank you
Darling,
so
it was a
much.
pleasure.
Good to see you. And
Nice to see you too.
I'll be ordering my green set. Good to see you guys and much more. That, I'm telling you, and that on Dashy Peanut, like
Oh,
no
yeah.
words can be.
Look how much better he's driving now that he has something to drive to. I was just telling them, sometimes you got a little knucklehead like this, the best thing you can do is give him a job. So chase a steer, play soccer. Also, since you don't feel lost anymore, you feel confident just kicking on him, kissing to him, cropping him, doing whatever. All right, little lady, bring him down here. Do you mind if I borrow him for a second? See if I can get him up.
Take him. What do you want? He bought him from Delta Junction,
Gotcha.
which is like 5 miles away. But,
Yes.
he was on the ranch, and so he was hurting.
Gotcha. While he likes a job and to do something?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So I'm going to just have a little crop, see if we can make him a little softer. Thank you, ma'am. What happened? He should have been softer for his owner. Now he has to deal with me.
He's usually really but that's only when people
Right, so I need him to do it. I mean, under the sky's falling, the forest is burning, he still has to pay attention and let you guide him where you need to go. So all that tells me when you're saying that is that he's respectful of you when there's nothing else to worry about. We need him to be respectful of you at all times. So I'm just giving him some direction, show him how to move his face and his butt. There's his butt that way. It directly correlates, right? So getting him to be softer on the ground and then hopping in the saddle and asking for the exact same thing. So if he thinks every time I pick up this rein, his butt's gonna get touched, he's gonna start being quicker about moving his butt. Look at the repetitive motion of the way I find his face. I give him all the reins, one hand slides to the side, find his face, pull it around. The more repetitive I am, the quicker he's gonna find how I'm steering him. As opposed to me grabbing his face 20 different ways over the course of one ride, if I grab his face in the exact same manner every single time, and when he doesn't give us the exact same repercussion, he's gonna start looking to give. Send him off this way. He pulled on my hand, so I popped on his shoulder. There we go. Eyes up, looking straight. He's about going faster. Every time that I pull him off center, that's one more rep. As we get more drive, as we get him going somewhere, he gets a lot straighter and a lot easier to ride. But we got to get that drive. And he has to stop giving us his opinion. There we go. So as long as he's going where we're asking him to, we're leaving him alone, putting him on loose rein. He needs a steering wheel. He needs to be soft. You put a crop in your hand, pop him, wake him up. Pull him here, wake him up. Pull him here, wake him up. Pull him here. Oh, there we go. Wake him up. There we go. There we go. Notice when I pop him, I'll pop him 2 or 3 times until he moves his feet. A lot of people want to do one big pop and see what happens. Listen when I pop. If he doesn't give immediately, it's more about persistence than power. It's more about tapping him until he does the thing that you want him to do than it is about picking up above your head and cracking him. Very quickly you start activating those reins, and instead of you having to work so hard to get him to go where you want, he would rather move his feet and get there before the repercussion comes. And he's just gonna get softer and easier, softer and easier. Then you're driving him more. The more he goes forward, the more direction he has, the easier he is. They all just start coming together. Any questions?
Not that I can think of.
He doesn't have to be a donkey. He could be a good horse. But he has to get soft and easy first. If not, you're going to feel like he's lost. You're going to feel like some days he does, some days. Whenever you feel like a horse is that inconsistent, that lets you know that he's not soft and easy. Because if he was soft and easy, the word we use is obedient. And obedient dogs and obedient horses, they don't have on and off days. They're just on because they're obedient. That's their job. They just say, yes, ma'am. So that's kind of where he's at, where he needs more work on obedience than actual education of training things. He just needs to say, yes, ma'am, I'll give my face, I'll move my butt. You do those 2 things, get his face and his butt, everything else will kind of come to you. Versus you trying hard to make it happen and him saying, not today.